So that is develop a C program to solve simple computational problems using arithmetic expressions and use of each operator, leading to simulation of a single commercial calculator. That is a simple commercial calculator we need to develop without using any inbuilt mathematical functions. Okay, so for this purpose we have designed a simple calculator by performing a simple arithmetic operations called as five simple basic arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and performing modulus, that is calculating a modulus of a given number. So calculating modulus, these are the five basic arithmetic operations that we have to perform through a simple commercial calculator. So here these are the basic two header files repeatedly, that is hash include stdio.h is nothing but standard input output .h. So this hash include stdio.h is standard input output .h file that contains printf function as well as scanf function. So these are the two major functions that are stored in standard input output header file stdio.h. So standard lib.h will be included for any of the library related functions. If you have included at that situation, we're going to include this standard lib.h. This is not mandatory, but stdio.h is a mandatory header file that has to be included for all the programs. So actual program starts from the main, actual C code starts from the hash include directives. So actual driver program which starts from the main function. So this is the main integer main. So declaration part, this integer num1 num2 and this float result, this part we call it as declaration part. So this declaration part which is used to declare all the variables which is required for performing any of the operations that is required in a program. So this declaration is used to perform any of the operations. Here in this program we need to perform a computational problems of arithmetic expressions. So all these five operations that we need to perform in this complete program by taking an expression as a input. So any of the statement to take a input, we are using scanf statement. The scanf statement is used to read the input. Printf statement is used to display the output onto the output screen. Scanf is used to read the data from user or keyboard. Read the data from user, we are going to use a scanf function through keyboard. So this is about how to read the data. So to print the data onto the output screen, we will going to use this printf statement. So printf statement with some variables will going to display the values on the output screen. Printf statement without any values, directly a complete welcome string will be displayed onto the output screen. So this is about a basic printf and scanf statement. First and the foremost, we have to take two input numbers. For any of the arithmetic operations is performed on a binary data. Binary data means two input operations. There is a two operands is required, one operator in between. So that two operands are nothing but num1 and num2. We have taken it as a variables here. So num1 and num2 are the two variables taken as a operands to perform a binary, that is perform a calculation operations. So first we need to read the data. Num1 printf, enter the first number. Scanf, this scanf modulus d is used. There is a percentage d is used since the data type used is integer. So there are some format specifiers, inbuilt format specifiers that only we have to, should and must use. So for integer it will be a modulus t. For floating point numbers it will be a modulus f. For character numbers it will be a modulus c. For string values it will be modulus s. So that is a standard format specifiers that we must and should use for reading the data as well as to display the data onto the output screen. So similarly, we will going to read the second number, scanf ampersand num2. This is about reading two numbers from the user either through a keyboard or through a inbuilt predefined values. We need to read num1 as well as num2. So both we need to read it from a keyboard through a scanf input statement. So after reading this data, what is the next step that we need to perform? So using a switch case, so here input operation provided through a character modulus ch. So these are the basic input operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. Since these are character oriented symbols, that is defined it as a character data type over there. So input given is based on the input provided. So using a switch statement, switch is a multi-way selection statement, whereas if is a two-way selection statement. So any one of the either operation can be performed through if condition. Since we have 5 different operations to be performed over here, we are using a switch statement. The switch statement is called a multi-way selection statement in general. So switch statement is always a multi-way selection statement. So we can select any one of the operation at it. Only one case can be executed at a time. Once that complete case is completed, that is concerned switch case, it comes out of the switch. Only one option at a time can be executed using switch case statement. So here 5 different cases we have created. For addition, one case; subtraction, second case; multiplication, third case; and division, fourth case; modulus, fifth case. So based on this character input provided, if the input provided is plus, so it will get inside to this. So if the read data num1 is equal to some value you have read, you must 15, and num2 is equal to some 20, and given input operation to perform is plus. First enter the operation to perform is plus has been given. It will going to execute first case, that is a plus case. Result will be after performing an addition. That result what you're going to get here is 15 plus 25. 20 plus 15 is 35, will be stored as a resultant value in the result. Once it is evaluated, immediately after there is a break statement. So it terminates the complete switch. It will come out of the switch statement and print the resultant on the output screen using printf statement. So if I will print the first number num1 as a 15, and num2, that's a character what operation performed, plus num2 20. So what is the resultant that we have got? 35 will be printed on the output screen for the first operation. For example, if the operation given as star, a second case, if you have given it as star, it will check with the pattern inside the switch statement. First pattern it will check plus with star, it will not match. So it will go to the next pattern checking through second case. Again a star with a minus, it doesn't match. So then it will go to the another case, star with the star. So here the match, it is matching the result. Here it will perform a resultant. So consider the same n1 and n2 now. So n1 is equal to number 1 is equal to some value as 5, you might have read for a second iteration. Num2 as some value 10, you might have read. So resultant is equal to what is the resultant in the second case? So resultant is equal to 5 into 10, 50 will be stored in the resultant. That resultant will be written here. So this result, once evaluation is done using this third case, so the num1 5 into 10, that will be stored in the resultant. So that resultant value 50 will be on the displayed on the output screen. Once the case is completed, next statement break will be executed. Once it is executed, it will come out of that concerned case and it will going to display the result on the output screen. So 5 into a number 2 10 will be resultant as 50 on the output screen. So this is how a simple calculator program will work. So similarly, the next operation, we will take one more input for performing a modulus operation. Normally the division operation will going to resultant in the quotient. Modulus operation will going to resultant in the remainder. That remainder data will be displayed it on the output screen. So now we will take this division operation as a character input. So take n as n1, a number 1 we will going to take it as some 10, and number 2, a second number, we will take it as 4. Second number will be taken it as 4. So what will be the resultant? Resultant calculated will be 10 whole divided by 4. So 10 is a number 1 input given here, divided by 4 is a number 2 input provided. So totally 10 by 4, you're going to get it as floating point result here, since the data type is converted. Even though the num1 and num2 are integers, resultant is a data type of floating point numbers. So 2.5 will be displayed on the resultant along with the zeros appended. Always a floating point value is appended with 6 zeros after the decimal point value. Since the first value we have 5 with 5 zeros or appended on the output screen, the 2.5 with followed with 5 zeros will be displayed it on the output screen for that division operation. So since it is a floating point number, that will be displayed on the output screen. So this is about how to evaluate a simple calculator. As per the question, perform all the arithmetical operations, that is a simple commercial calculator. No inbuilt math functions. We are not using any inbuilt math functions, but we are using operators to perform a simple calculator operation. So this is about a first program that what we have completed. So